Men over 45, if you've felt your mornings grow weaker, your drive fade, and your confidence quietly slip away, stop for a moment. Because what I'm about to share may completely change the way you see your body and your strength as a man. Confidence doesn't fade because of age. It fades because a biological system inside you has slowed down while you sleep. Tonight, I'll show you how to turn it back on. I'm Dr. Olivia Carter, a board-certified urologist with over 2 decades of experience helping men restore vitality naturally, without pills, injections, or false promises. After treating thousands of patients, I've discovered something powerful. The body never forgets how to perform. It only needs the right signal to remember. Most medical treatments focus on hormones or temporary stimulation. But the real solution lies in something far simpler. A natural, nightly ritual that reawakens your body's circulation and energy while you rest. Every man reaches a moment when he begins to question his energy and his edge. He blames stress, work, or time. But deep down, he feels something's missing. That spark that used to define him. I've seen this same story unfold in my office time after time. Men who take care of themselves yet feel disconnected from their strength. The truth is, their bodies aren't failing. They're waiting for the signal to wake up again. This isn't about vanity or pride. It's about identity. When confidence fades, it's not just your body that feels weaker. It's your sense of self. I've listened to men describe how their mornings changed first. A little less energy, a little more hesitation. Then came the quiet frustration and self-doubt. It starts small, then grows until you begin to wonder, is this just what happens now? But decline isn't destiny. One of my patients, David, 57, said something that stuck with me. I don't feel broken. I just feel disconnected. He'd tried every supplement and diet imaginable, but the results never lasted. When I tested him, his hormones were fine. What was failing was his circulation, the system that moves oxygen and nutrients through the body. His spark hadn't disappeared. It was suffocating. After guiding him through a simple nightly circulation reset, he returned weeks later with steady energy, sharper focus, and quiet confidence. He told me, I feel like myself again. That's the moment every man deserves. The realization that strength never left. It just needed to be reminded how to return. For over 20 years, I've studied how the male body heals and performs naturally. I've worked with athletes, executives, veterans, and fathers. Men who wanted control, not dependency. Through it all, I've learned that true restoration doesn't begin with medication. It begins with circulation, the movement of blood, oxygen, and nutrients through the body's smallest vessels. This process is called microcirculation, and it's the foundation of vitality. When it works, recovery is fast, energy feels effortless, and confidence becomes second nature. When it slows, even strong men begin to feel disconnected from their own potential. Most doctors overlook this because it can't be fixed with a prescription. Pills can create a brief surge, but they never teach the body to function again. My approach does. It works with biology, not against it. And it starts during the hours most men ignore, the hours of sleep. Recent studies from Harvard, Stanford, and the Mayo Clinic confirm what I've seen for years. When microcirculation improves, nitric oxide levels rise, hormones balance naturally, and performance returns, without synthetic help. Most men believe testosterone decline causes fatigue and low drive. But the deeper cause is circulation loss. Inside every blood vessel lies a thin layer of cells called the endothelium. These cells release nitric oxide, the molecule that keeps your vessels open, flexible, and strong. When these cells stiffen due to stress, lack of sleep, or poor diet, blood flow weakens. Without oxygen, every organ slows down, including the ones that control energy and confidence. Think of your body as a city. If its roads are blocked, nothing reaches its destination. Hormones, nutrients, and oxygen can't do their jobs. That's why testosterone therapy often fails long-term. The signal is there, but the path is closed. Once you reopen that path, everything changes. Circulation improves, oxygen flows, and energy returns. That's when men start feeling like themselves again. The breakthrough came when I discovered that this switch could be reactivated naturally, without drugs or extreme exercise, simply by triggering nitric oxide production during sleep. Here's how it works. Each night, as your body cools before sleep, it enters a repair mode. Blood vessels relax, hormones rebalance, and oxygen delivery increases, if circulation responds correctly. To amplify that process, I use what's called thermal activation. Before bed, apply a few drops of a natural oil just below your navel. Warm it between your hands, then massage gently for 60 seconds in small circular motions. This activates pressure and heat receptors under the skin, signaling your endothelium to release nitric oxide and reopen constricted capillaries. As you sleep, blood flow improves, tissues receive more oxygen, and your body restores balance naturally. The oil's compounds, used for centuries in traditional medicine, penetrate deeply into the layers that regulate vascular tone. Instead of forcing performance, they retrain the body to recover on its own. Robert, 62, came to me exhausted, skeptical, and drained. After 2 nights of this ritual, he said he felt warmth in his abdomen for the first time in years. A week later, he woke up before his alarm, clear-headed, energized, alive. His hormones hadn't changed, his circulation had. This nightly habit doesn't stimulate, it restores. It's a quiet reset that teaches your body how to respond again. When blood flow returns to its natural rhythm, everything else follows. Muscles feel lighter, movements smoother, sleep deeper. The body stops fighting itself. I've seen men regain control in ways they didn't think possible. Energy stabilizing, focus returning, even mood improving. It's not about looking younger. It's about feeling capable again. One patient, Mark, 54, described it perfectly. It feels like my body trusts me again. That's the essence of true confidence, when your physiology and mind begin working as one. Each night you practice this ritual, the effect compounds. Circulation becomes more responsive, nitric oxide production steadier, and energy more consistent. You wake up stronger not because you forced your body, but because you aligned with it. Confidence isn't an act of willpower, it's chemistry. When blood flow improves, the nervous system calms, cortisol drops, and testosterone naturally finds balance. You don't think your way into confidence. You build the biology that sustains it. This method isn't theory, it's science. Research from Harvard, the Mayo Clinic, and the National Institute on Aging shows that improving endothelial health, the lining of your vessels, can increase male vitality by up to 40% without medication. The endothelium controls nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for vascular flexibility and oxygen delivery. When these cells work properly, hormones communicate efficiently, muscles receive fuel, and recovery accelerates. Infrared imaging proves it. Within minutes of applying the oil, blood flow increases and warmth spreads through the area. Over time, those vessels stay open longer, creating a compounding recovery effect night after night. I've tracked patient data for years, and every consistent participant showed measurable improvements in oxygen saturation, vessel elasticity, and morning energy. Age didn't matter. Men in their 70s experience the same renewal as those in their 40s, because the body doesn't lose the ability to heal, it just forgets the signal. This simple nightly activation reminds it what to do. When circulation returns, so does identity. The frustration that once lived beneath the surface begins to lift. Men stop second-guessing themselves because their biology finally supports their confidence. I've watched men transform, not just physically, but emotionally. Their posture changes, their tone deepens, their presence sharpens. They stop chasing youth and start living with clarity. They don't need to act confident. They are confident. That's the beauty of this process. It rebuilds strength from within. Every night you stay consistent, you're sending your body a message that you're still in control, still evolving, still powerful. You don't need to fight against aging. You need to reconnect with the systems designed to keep you alive and strong. Once that connection is restored, everything else, energy, focus, confidence, follows naturally. What you've learned tonight isn't another quick fix. It's proof that your body already holds the blueprint for strength and vitality. Every cell, every vessel, every breath is designed for recovery. You don't need to take more or push harder. You need to restore the natural flow that powers everything you are. Confidence doesn't come from performance. It comes from alignment. When your body and mind work together, energy rises, focus sharpens, and drive returns. That spark you've missed doesn't come from a supplement. It comes from circulation. I've seen men from every generation rebuild themselves using this exact nightly reset. The difference isn't age, it's commitment. Those who stay consistent see results within weeks: deeper sleep, stronger mornings, calmer focus. What starts as a simple ritual becomes a foundation for transformation. Before you leave, remember this: your body isn't broken, it's waiting. Each night you follow this process, you remind it how to be alive again. The science is clear, and the results speak louder than any promise. This is true restoration from the inside out. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and join a community of men rebuilding naturally. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, just biology reactivated. And if you know someone silently struggling, share this with him. You might not just change his mornings, you might give him his confidence back. This is Dr. Olivia Carter reminding you that strength is never lost with time. It's rebuilt through knowledge, consistency, and the courage to begin again. Start tonight, and tomorrow, wake up to the man you were always meant to be.